Yo, it's D.Arthur in the building. I'm talking to you guys today about why retention makes you magnetic. Retention makes you magnetic. And the reason why it makes you magnetic is because you're finally present. You're finally present. Being present is literally one of the most powerful things that you can be. Because once you're present, you have the power to create. You're not thinking about things in the past or things in the future, and you're not anxious. and then like once you're not anxious, you have the power to create anything, because now you're putting your full attention on what is in the current moment. And then once you put your full attention on what's on the current moment, things magnetically just open up for you. People start treating you better. People start seeing the vigor in your eyes. People start feeling the anticipation through your energy. People just start feeling who you are on a subconscious level. But when you're relapsing, fapping on PMO, you're not present. You're definitely not present. You're thinking about things, what you've done. You may be thinking about, you're just not in the fully present moment. And if you expect to be with a chick or be attractive to people in general, it'll be your best attention. It would be in your best attention to be as present as humanly possible. Be as present as humanly possible. And how do you become present? You start becoming present by saying the things that pop up in your head immediately as they say it. You have to start saying things that pop up in your head as soon as they come into your mind. And this is how you start becoming more present, because once you start saying those things, you don't feel like you should need to say those things. And then once you don't feel like you need to say those things, then once you start feeling like you can just say whatever that comes to the top of your mind, then more things will be added to you, because you're becoming someone who's not dependent on the outcome. You have to be someone who's independent from the outcome. You have to be present. You have to be free flowing. Your habits have to be aligned with the person that you want to become. This is how you become present, because then you're finally happy. There's no more subconscious blocks in your mind. There's no more cognitive dissonance in your mind. Though you're thinking you should be one thing, but your actions don't match up whatsoever. Your actions don't match up whatsoever. So like I said, the best thing that you can do is be present. Being present in the present moment is the most powerful thing you can be. And retention finally just makes you more present. Like I said, once you become present, all things will be added to you, because you're no longer dependent on the old, the new. You're only concerned about the now. And then once you're concerned about the now, like I said, everything will be added unto you. So be present. Say the things that come at the top of your mind, regardless of what they mean. Just say it, just so you can start having that practice of being as present as humanly possible. And then, like I said, once you're present as humanly possible, things will be added to you. And like I said, retention makes you more attractive, because you're living in a high vibration. You really don't have time for negativity anymore. You have no time for pessimistic activity. You have no time for victimization. You have no time for any of that. What you have time for is living your best life ever and doing everything in the present moment to live your best life ever. So you literally have no more time for people who are pessimistic, talking about things that don't matter. There's people that talk about things that just don't matter. And people who do that just have too much time on their hands. They talk about things that don't matter just so they can hear themselves talk. You have to start entertaining the people who talk about things that matter, who talks about true human desires, and not things that people don't care about or don't like. This is who you have to hang yourself around with. You're just going to become smarter. Your intuition is going to be the highest it can be. And like I said, once your intuition is as high as it can be, you know what to do. You know who to keep around. You know who to toss. and you know what to do to make you the best and happiest version of yourself. Because at the end of the day, that's really all that matters. You being the happiest version of yourself. Anything that doesn't serve you must be thrown out to the wolves, and everything that does serve you must be. You have to double down on what works. Grant Cardone said, "Double down on what works. 10x your life. Double down on what works and 10x your life." And this is how you become attractive. You will have magnetic attraction. You will be a magnet. You will have magnetic aura, and you will be in the top 1% of people who feel good. Because the thing is, the bottom line is, people just don't feel good. They're anxious. They don't have things that they can look forward to, and they just think that they're not the best. There's always something lacking. But you have the power to change this by changing your habits, changing your attention, and being, quote unquote, being selfish enough to put yourself first. Because people think that, oh, you have to, extreme altruism is favorable, and that's actually not the case. Sacrificing yourself for somebody else before you really have anything is not really the case. You have to fill your cup up before you can really help other people. People like to rush to things. People like to make their opinions, put their opinions on things that they don't have any game in. People like to say things that you have to do, regardless of them if they've ever actually done it before. All of this matters. They're not present. They're living mediocre lives. They're living lives of quiet desperation. Emerson said the mass majority of men are living lives of quiet desperation. But you don't have to be one of them. You can break the mold. You can break the matrix. You can break the matrix. You can finally become the person that you want to be. You don't have to conform. Conforming is cowardice. Like Earl Nightingale said, the opposite of courage is conformity, not cowardice or something like that. Break the mold. Dare to be great. Dare to live a life that you actually like. Dare. Yeah, so like I said, you will finally become present, and this is what makes you more attractive. You will finally become present, and this is what makes you more attractive. Also, you'll get physical benefits. You'll get the glow. Things will clear up. Opportunities will clear up. There's no choice, but there's no reason to be anxious. Be anxious for nothing. For the Most High will grant you what you need. There's no point to being anxious. Anxious doesn't mean you have any faith about better things happening for you. And if you don't have any faith, things will never move. Be anxious for nothing. Anxiety is a weak way to live your life. So yeah, pray and believe and work steadily towards your vision as it has already manifested, because you are a children of the Most High. You're all sons and daughters of the Most High. You have to realize who you are. You have to realize where your power is. Your power is in creation. Your power is in being in the present. Your power is your attention. Your power is your focus. This is where your power lies. So put your focus, your attention on things that will enhance you, and put your focus, and don't put your focus on things that don't enhance you. And this is the bottom line. This is really the bottom line. See, more attention will make you magnetic, because like I said, you are present. You are more present. Once you're present, all things will be given to you. If you, like an example, if you relapse the other day, you're definitely not going to be as present. You're going to have brain fog. You're not going to be fully there. You're going to be thinking about things that maybe you shouldn't have done. And this may cost you. So you have to think first before you do these things. You got to be present. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.